Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, the score we did get is 21-3-1. You can get a lot higher. Of course, there's a few RNG factors. The RNG, of course, not a few, but it's just one little RNG factor, and it's your humans, Once you get to like one max stat, you have a 10% chance to fail a stat, and if you fail a stat, it messes you up because you exactly end on wave 37. So if you can max out the Umas, the amount of damage she's doing for like the 12 seconds she has, or maybe even a bit less, she's doing two full loops, and that's probably enough to gain you a few more kills. And it definitely does make a difference. And also, you'll see in the run that my Sid wasn't fully charged up. He got to 980k damage, but he can get to 1,080k damage. So, did lose out a bit of damage, but you can see if you manage it slightly better, of course, you get a higher damage or a higher score. In terms of familiars running, we've got Sukuna familiar and Ethereal Sukuna. And the reason for the Ethereal is because if you watch my run, you will see I space them out so the enemies don't regain the armored stacks. So that's the reason for that. In terms of familiars wise, we're running, where is it? We're running this on Irons to give him extra damage and range. We're running this on Uma. It's kind of a chopped burb because it only has good damage and crit chance. If you have better damage as well, it's very good. On Broly, I'm running this 29, 27, 24, 36. And then, who else am I running? Oh, for Nami, we're using Urazu. And for Brook, we're using Fu. The Fu is a 12, or is it? Yeah, 12.7. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I really got on this team. So let's just get into this run, and yeah, good luck with your runs. Yo, quick one. I ain't trying to use your time up, but we're so close to 5k subs. Trying to hit it before the end of the year. So, why not help me out? It's kind of my goal. So, yeah, let's just hit that, and let's just, you know what? Just hit that subscribe button. Let's just get on with the video. Yeah, peace. See you in the video. Alright, bro. Basically, well, you run an army, you can run Speedwagon, Taiko Roda, whoever you want to run, doesn't really matter. If you're really bothered to collect the chests, you collect them. If you don't want to bother, you don't have to. Just at least collect them for the first 8 to 10 waves, and then after that you can just show and let her passively gain the income. But pretty much you're gonna place your Umas, double tap rest, and of course put the stats in. And then collect the chest, and then do the same thing, give the stats, place irons, and of course use all of the overload and the 2 curse spells. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I do got a Black Spirit on my Sid. It's a 96% Black Spirit, and it's a 13% blast damage. So just wanted to let you guys know, but Loki just forgot. Probably just write it down in the comments as well, because I did forget. You got Sukuna there just to break their shields, because, these guys have shields. And your Nami is soon to be maxed. And yeah, you just keep collecting chests when you can. Again, Brook down here. And we're doing Uma stats again. And we got John Smith down placed here, of course. Get him to Sid. And set him to closest because he's seeing a lot of enemies here with like a lot of DPS. The next upgrade. And you want to turn auto skip off on wave 8. And then you do the guitar hero. You only need 40 points. You can see X40. Once you get X40, you just click X and close it. It'll give you the full buff. I've seen a lot of misconception with this. People think you need to hit 60 or what, but how it works is Brook gives a 20% buff when you place him, and it says every additional note gives him 40% damage, up to 60% damage, because if you get 40 notes, it gives you 40%, add it to the 20%, it gives you 60, you know? Shouldn't be hard to understand now. Yeah, if you're pretty much focusing on getting the Nami things, you can get Sid up as early as possible. And once he's at this upgrade, you just turn the skip on and just let him skip constantly. But from here to wave 20, you're just playing with auto skip off. So I'm probably gonna, okay, you wanna make sure you cloric Broly as well. I'll probably just start speaking again at wave 20ish, because it shouldn't be too hard to follow, you know? It's just you're playing with auto skip off. You wanna make sure your Eins and your Sid is set to strongest, and these two extra Sukunas are here set to last. The reason for this is because they're trying to take off the armor stacks on the enemy. So there's nothing else to mention. It's just follow the thing, and you'll see once you get enough yen to max out Broly, you're gonna upgrade the Sukuna to upgrade 3. The reason for this is because once he is affected by Aura of the Overlord, if you upgrade a unit, all allies in the range, of course, hands in the range, get a discount. So it discounts on Broly from 104k to 196k. So you'll see me do that a bit later. So yeah, I'll just start speaking again at like wave 20ish. Okay, so now it's like wave 20. What you want to do as well is make sure you keep auto skip off just for the wave. Not just for the wave, for like 17 seconds into the wave. Because once the boss spawns, at wave 20 he spawns weaker of course. If you have him spawn at wave 21, he's a lot stronger. So just to have him as weak as possible, you want to spawn at wave 20. And we're not going to be Sid nuking him because he's an easy boss to kill with the summons of Irons. Because Irons and summons do a lot of damage, you know. You'll see. He gets absolutely shredded by it. And that's the reason we have Sukin on the team, just to provide that extra curse spell. So you click skip on, and then you click yes. So your auto skip should be on now. Use your Sid nuke, or not nuke, but the little assassination. Does little to no damage, but it's fine. And now you're going to be replacing one of the Sukinas here. Setting him to upgrade 5 of course, once you can. When you get enough yen. And then moving the other Sukuna as well to a bit further back, because you don't want the boss to be regaining his armored stacks at all. And that's the reason for this, is for enemies and the mobs. But just keep putting your stats into humans, you know. But yeah, the goat summons and then the undead, greater undeads should just kill him, you see. Look at his health. But he has 120 million HP. And you don't want to be wasting your Sid nuke on that. So that's why you need the iron summons. And there you go. And now, it's just about holding off as long as possible. I'm not sure about the specific timing about it for it, but if you time your Brook nuke to a certain point, it might actually come in clutch for you. Because there's a point here where the enemies are just gonna leak regardless. Like at this point they're still leaking, but they're still gonna die. But there's a point where you'll get overpowered by the leaks. So I'm guessing around like wave 27, would I say 27? Maybe wave 28-ish, you're gonna nuke with your Brook. I do it a bit later, but I think wave 28 is the perfect time. Or it's either you don't nuke with Brook at all and just wait until the end. And yeah, this is what the RNG is, you know. If one of these mess up, it messes up your run so much. You can't have a single failure. So around like I think even like just now, you see there's a lot of these overshield enemies. If you just broke nuke now, it should take off a lot of the overshield. There's a big bunch getting in like right here. So I think right now will be the best time to broke nuke, by the way. So wave 27, just keep that on your mind. And yeah, we hit 40 notes, so now we're just gonna keep putting stats in. And you see what I mean? It's just RNG, so ideally I would want to give you a run where it's like I get a perfect score, but can't really provide you with that because, you know, the game is against me. But you're gonna set probably the first tier, but you can see why I said a wave 27 up Brook Nuke, because these enemies are gonna be getting to there regardless. So if you Brook Nuke the right enemies, you'll probably just get to wave 32 before you Sid Nuke. You wanna store your Sid Nuke as late as possible, you know. It might even be a wave 25 or wave 26 version. But yeah, at this point, you get, because if you're really close to the swap, you get a swap in. If you're not close to the swap, turn his swap off. But yeah, I let him swap once more before I use the Sid Nuke. And yeah, you can see we're waiting for it. So let him swap and we turn this swap off, auto on, and we just get his stacks up. Ideally, of course, you want it to be stacked higher, but I couldn't get that. You can see when I nuked it, you'll see. He still had so much more damage he could have got. He could have got 100k more damage before I nuked. So yeah, it did mess me up, but it's fine. Did kill all these guys, and now it's just about relying on your Uma. There's not much you can even do. But yeah, that's why you don't want a single failure, because you will be dying around like wave 37. But if you have you can max Uma at wave 37 exactly on the dot. So as long as things don't go wrong and you don't get no failures, you should get Uma up at 37, which is the ideal point. But you see these overshot enemies, you're gonna die to them regardless. Or even the boss, if your summons don't lock in. Yeah, but that's it for the run, you know. Turn auto skip off and just click yes when you're about to die. Not much to say, but you know, like and subscribe, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. I'll try work on it best, try like for maybe Tuesday or something, but yeah, peace.